Oh my goodness, you guys, that's so kind. Thank you, Outernet, and sharing my art for the lovely support. It really does mean a lot. I super appreciate it. Thank you for enjoying your time here and for spending any amount of time with me. How are you guys doing? How is everybody doing? We're gonna switch gears from dinosaurs for a minute. I've been very dinosaur focused the last few days, but we're gonna do some figure drawing. It's something I need to work on. And if anybody wants to draw along with me, if this is your first time here, then yeah, we do a little share along at the end if you'd like to, or just draw along in your own time. I just want to create a space that encourages people to do some studies from observation, whether it's actual life, like looking around you, or you know, just drawing from a photo like we tend to do. Figure eights? Sure, you could do a figure eight study. Oh no, I'm sorry, Maze. Let me grab it. I don't know if I moved it. I don't think I did. But it's okay. I appreciate you trying to look. If anybody wants to draw something other than people, I have a whole ref folder here on Pinterest. Let me just click that link, and I'll see if I can find the... You should be able to look at that without a Pinterest account too, but I try to keep it kind of organized, but it is hard to find stuff. I mean, I honestly wish I had more control. It should be in the human section. I have like so many... I mean, honestly, we could just pin the human section if people want to do some figure studies. I do have a few resources in here, so I'm just going to actually do the whole human folder. Human refs. There is a section for figure study sites, like places you can go that will do actual timed gesture things for you. Or, you know, you can pick some still poses yourself and do those. But it's, thanks, Amaze. Yeah, there's all kinds of things in there. Anyway, no, thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you guys for the hype train. I really appreciate that. How is everyone doing today? Let me scroll up and say hi to folks. Thank you for that lurk, Shura. Seriously, the lurks mean a lot too. I know not everybody can hang out every single time, but just the fact that anybody is willing to leave a tab open for me is honestly super, super flattering. And I appreciate it a lot. Outernet, thank you, of course, for those bits. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. First, yes, indeed. And I'm amazed. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing all right. Did you change your text color, or is that just OBS acting weird? Pantogesphere, hello, good to have you. Hope you're doing well. And of course, sharing my art. Thank you for upgrading that Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. That's a big vote of confidence. I'm really bad at promoting this, guys. I need to get better because we are going to be talking about this more later this month once I have my cards printed. But if anybody wants to support but not through Twitch, if you just don't like Twitch subs, I also have a Patreon. That's a great way to support. I do have a Ko-fi. I haven't really set it up like Patreon, but I guess that's similar. You can definitely sub there. But anyway, those are just some options. But thank you so much to anybody who hangs out, even if it's not... If you never sub in your life and you just sit here, I get it, finances are tight, but that's why it means so much when people do toss some change my way, because you can toss that change anywhere. It's really, really flattering. Thank you, Paleontologist V. I appreciate all of you as well. Charlie's Dragon, hey, how are you? I hope you got some sleep. I know you had a rough one yesterday. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Paradox Moose, of course, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Miss Yvette, hello. I've totally lost track of what you're replying to. I'm so sorry. No, I don't do much. You guys really do a lot for me, honestly. Just being here at all is a huge boost to my struggle to become an illustrator. Honestly. It's a rocky road, especially the last couple of years, guys. Not just for me personally, but for everybody out there. So thank you again. I'll stop being mushy, but it's just, you know, I'm having one of those, like, we're entering the season of thankfulness, you know. I'll be thankful to get through today. And then, yeah, I'm just really thankful for you guys. Okay. You don't know how to tell Danny about the book? You know, I would wait till you've actually made it, Yvette. That's what I would say to do. Yeah, I think you kind of mentioned it to him yesterday on stream. I saw him comment on it. But, you know, I would wait and see, because sometimes those undertakings can be a lot more work than you think. Sometimes the idea is a lot more palpable than the actual production. I know a lot of people who've done things like that, and it takes a lot of work. So maybe see how far you get, and if it's something you really want to commit to, and then maybe tell them once you've kind of made some progress. But I mean, anyone would be flattered to have like a fan work like that for them. Let's see. Charlie's Dragon got a lot of sleep. Good. One day of Danny streaming and my sleep schedule is messed up. I know, right? Well, it doesn't help that you're on such a different time zone than Danny, but I know he appreciates how you are a huge boon in that chat and on the mod team. But I'm glad you got some sleep. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to be doing some figure studies. Let me pull open my reference board here and make a new little section. Oops, apparently I did not do that for this. Hey Aulion, how are you? It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in to say hi. What is this? Okay, that goes here. Moving things. Krita is being so nice to me today, guys. I really love it when my art programs are nice to me. Although it remains to be seen if my Huion will work. I guess we'll try that in a second. How's everybody doing? I hope we're having a good Tuesday. I hope everybody is doing something fun today. Something to take your mind off of any stressors. Let's see. Figure drawing. Okay. Better be ready. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if the Huion wants to work today. It does! Aw, Huion. I'm flattered. I love it when my technology doesn't fight me. We're off to a good start, guys. We'll see if it continues. Figure drawing. There we go. Okay, wow, that's terrible handwriting. Cool. So, we're gonna do some studies, and you guys, last time we did these, I got in trouble with Twitch because I think a bot or a mod or somebody walked by and saw me doing figure studies and just assumed they were not safe for work. So I'm gonna try to do a lot better today. I'm gonna pick figures, if I put the reference on screen, that are completely and totally 100% undeniably clothed, even though they were before. It's just the color of the, I think the only thing I can figure is that the color of the outfit the girl was wearing was a little too close to flesh tone, and it must have confused a bot or a mod or somebody who happened to across my stream. So I am gonna do a much better job today, for sure. I'm gonna find folks that are wearing extremely not flesh toned clothing. Well, it's funny because I had used that same model before because I really like that series. It's a good series, and didn't have any issues. So I don't know. It's hard though because a lot of these models, like this one, for example, to me looks extremely. It's kind of flesh tone, but very extremely clothed. But these are really nice poses, and I'd like to. Oh, I could do this one. This one's brown. But like this is a nice pose. But I don't want the bot to think I'm drawing a naked lady. So like I don't know what to do. I'll just have to find some that contrast a little bit better. Yeah, bots are dumb, but the problem is it like puts a ding on my account, you know, and I don't feel like I earned that, which is frustrating. So like this one seems not flesh toned enough. So I think I'll do this one. Very simple sitting pose here. Hopefully I don't get in trouble, but I think these will be good to draw from. Change, light up my whole world, way back in Florida, California. Doing dinos every stream this month. Well, we're probably going to do them in the afternoon for most of the month, Paleontologist VA. But for the warm-ups, I'm not going to be doing dinos every day. We did ratites yesterday, which I feel is pretty close to dinos. Actually, I might want to do longer studies of these. Let me find some action poses to do some gesture studies really fast. These are fun. See, this model's great. Alright, let's see if I can see a bigger version of this. I cannot. Where did the other ones go that I saw? These are nice. I guess for like quick gestures, I don't need them necessarily to be. I don't know, yeah. This lady's like wearing a dress and I really can't see the anatomy. The poses are nice, but I don't know that they're as helpful as they could be. These are good. Okay, let's do some of these. Wait, is this a real human? I think this might be an AI human. Gosh dang it, Pinterest. I can't tell. I'm trying so hard to tell. It's either an AI human or a highly photoshopped image. There's something weird here. The anatomy looks okay, but I just can't tell. Oh, it's so confusing. Is there a ding now? Because yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like an actual ding or if it's just like a... So the only thing that's left over from that issue is that I can't set my stream to subscriber only mode if I wanted to do something like that, which is not like a huge problem because I don't really do that anyway, but like basically I have to not get a warning for 90 days to be able to re-enable that. And so that tells me somewhere on my account there's a sign that I have been in trouble. It's very frustrating because I don't like being in trouble. I don't like doing things wrong. I don't know. So I don't have an official warning, I don't think. Like, I don't have anything I can appeal, so I don't think there's like a big bad. I don't think it's like a bad ding. It's just like something that'll be there for a little bit. And I told them that that was there, and they didn't take it off. Or maybe they don't have the ability to, I don't know. I mean, they removed all the other stuff. Like, I got my emote privileges back, and I don't know. I wasn't able to appeal it, so I think they probably figured it was, the person I was talking to probably figured it was not a big enough deal to worry about. They just don't realize how much of a perfectionist I am. So it's bothering me, but can't you do Guanlong tomorrow afternoon? I did Guanlong yesterday, actually, Paleontologist VA. That's on the VOD from last night. Okay. Yeah, figure studies. Well, anyway, if you guys click that link at the top while I'm trying to find some references, there's a lot of references in there. You can, like I'm doing, you can pick your own, or you can go grab one of those gesture sites, which I might actually do just off screen, just in case there's any, I think I did that last time, like just in case there's anything sus. But yeah. I think so too, Charlie's Dragon, and that's actually why I prefer the skin tone clothing, because it helps you to be able to see the values exactly. Yeah, if it's the same tone as the skin, or at least a close tone, you can still sort of understand the value a bit better. But like people like the ones that have the all black, I mean the white ones aren't, I mean, as bad. You can kind of see the values there too pretty well. But anything that's toned past like skin tone makes it really hard to see that stuff, just because the fabric absorbs light differently than flesh does. So yeah, it's a shame, but let's see. Hey Rue, how are you? Hope you're doing well. And also hi Kudo, hope you're doing well. No, Paleontologist VA, I did Guanlong. Yeah, I drew it. You just need to go watch the end of the VOD. I already did it, I promise you. Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. Yep, did both. Let's see. You used to have nightmares about getting demerits at school because you would be so... You never did. Yeah, I never got I was that kid who never got detention. Like, I was always just like the quiet, didn't want to be in trouble kid. So that really hasn't changed as an adult. I really don't like controversy. I don't like conflict. I don't like strife, especially if I'm involved in it at all. I've talked about this before on stream, but it's a big part of why I kind of avoided the internet for a long time, because I just like posting on the internet just because I was always afraid that I would get in trouble, or that I would get involved somehow in some drama and like have my name wrapped up in something. And I've always been very like much a lurker online. So I'm trying to change that this year, but there's definitely moments where I get nervous still. All right, I think I'm just gonna go to this website because I'm having too much trouble deciding whether or not this is an AI human. Just don't trust that it's not a fake person, and I do not want to study from a fake human. That is not helpful. Nothing about that is useful. So, it's not an image I had pinned. It's just one of the like suggested images. But let me go back to the. So if you go down on my Pinterest board, if you go down to the figure studies section, you'll find a whole bunch of websites that do figure study stuff. Some of them are not work safe, or there are options for that. So just be aware, you know, if you're at work or something, be aware that that's a possibility. But there's a few in here that do really good, just like time gestures. Like you can set it to 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna do some 30-second gestures. These are always hard though. I'll do 45-second gestures here. I think, is there a way to pause these? I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to do some quick 30-second ones, and then I'll come back to these and do some longer ones. But let's start with some 30-second gestures. I really enjoy those because I feel like it really loosens you up. It forces, at least me, can't speak for everybody, but it forces me to not be picky, to not get caught up in the details, but to really look at the overall form and anatomy of the figure. I'm not going to do an anatomy study today. There's a chance, guys, I might be back on later today. We'll just kind of see how my day goes, but I really want to work on Dinovember stuff and get ahead on that so that I can finish streaming, ultimately, is kind of my long-term goal. But I think I like the accountability of streaming to do that. But I don't know, we'll see. I might just need the distraction of being forced to work and not be scrolling around on, you know, news or social media today. So with that being said, I'm gonna start some 30-second gestures. Let me just do it here. Okay, I'm being indecisive, sorry folks. Welcome to Casey if you haven't been here before. Indecisiveness is it's kind of the theme. There it is. Okay, I lost my thingy for a second. Yeah, to not overthink it, exactly. That's really cool, Paleontologist VA. Very nice. Alright, okay. Starting my timer. And gonna draw now. Oops. Or not, because I keep clicking the wrong tab. Gosh, diggity darn. I'm sorry, guys. I'm easily amused by funny sayings. There we go. Okay. Put everything on one window. That's the way to go. All right. Anyway. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make a decision. That's what I've learned, Kudo. Because I also can get paralyzed by indecision. And then I have to step back and remember it really doesn't matter as much as I think it does, and that sometimes helps. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. I'm gonna try really hard to do... Oh, this is too large. This is a large image, and it's gonna make me draw large. Shoot, hold on. Let me pause the timer. Make this window smaller so that I draw smaller. Does anyone else have that problem? I definitely have that problem. It's like I'll just draw too big. Let me erase this. Try again, Casey. Try again. Oops. Okay. Beep, boop. Where did it go? All right, we will restart this. This is a cool pose, though. Ah! Slappy Salamander! Oh my gosh, 10 months of subbing. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Slappy. Enjoy your panicking Carnotaur emotes. Alright, oops, I forgot to hit the timer. Okay, this might be longer than 30 seconds, folks. But I need to force myself not to fiddle, so just gonna do the thing. Hope you're doing well. Just warming up with some gesture studies right now. This is a great pose. I kind of want to draw this pose like longer. You love. Listen, Panicking Carnotaurus. I did not realize that I was going to resonate so much with an emote, but holy cow, do I feel represented by that? Like, it's pretty much my whole experience with anything online. It's just instant panic, and I have to work through it. But it's okay. I'm getting better. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, this lady has so much hair I can't even see the figure, but okay. Okay, fine. We'll just do, I guess, this. Guanlong is a cool dino. I agree. Somehow I think my seconds got messed up here because it should already be over. Okay, I'll just do that. Go to the next one. Blink. Oh, this is like a vintage figure photo. Weird. The site that I'm using is very interesting. Interesting photo selection. Gosh, it's so nice to be able to use my spacebar and just slightly move things. Ah, guy with yams. Thank you so much for that follow. I don't know why my alerts aren't working. I apologize, but I appreciate that. We're just doing some timed figure studies here for a few minutes, and then I will get back into other drawings. More where I can talk to you guys a bit. All right, that one is done. You have a wireless keyboard now because your spacebar kept sticking. You know, my wireless keyboard does not talk well to my computer. So the wireless keyboard I have here, it used to be at my studio, but it also, like, it just doesn't, like, sometimes there's breaks to where the keyboard doesn't quite communicate clearly, and so there's like weird pauses when I'm typing, and sometimes I'll type something and like 3 seconds later it'll type like half of the letters I typed. It must be just not a very good one, or it's going out or something, because it wasn't like that at first, but I just got it like a year ago. So I feel like it should have lasted longer. Anyway, so I swapped them because this one was really frustrating to work with in the studio, but now they're both frustrating for different reasons. I wonder why my alerts aren't working. Did my alerts pop up? Did anyone see them, or did I just miss them? That's so weird. Okay. The subscriber one did, okay, but not the follower alerts? So strange. Some computer cases can be unfriendly. So this, yeah, that's true. It could be that my new case is just really not, it's like dense or something and doesn't talk well. But this one has a little USB like dongle that I plug in, and it's like a foot from my computer. I think here it has trouble talking through the desk, which is frustrating. I've always wanted to like keep it in my lap, but it's really hard to do. I don't know, I could try that, I guess. Current computer has Bluetooth wireless, but your Bluetooth earbuds have never played nice. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Okay, let's start a new one. Why is everything so large? Large, so large. Don't have time to be erasing that, but that's okay. All right, we're done with this pose. She is vanishing before my eyes. All right, these are so fast. Holy cow. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of cool dinos that aren't known well. That's why I picked the list that I did for Dinovember. Oh, dang. I'm running out of time. These are rough. Yes, some of them are known better. That was done on purpose, especially the first two. I know the first two are known better, and I did talk about that because I wanted people to be interested enough to try. Sometimes it's very intimidating for people who aren't familiar with all these scientific and Latin names to just approach something unknown like that because they have no concept for what it might be. So I started off with two better known ones that people are more familiar with. They're still not super present in like Jurassic Park though, so I felt like they are lesser appreciated dinosaurs by the general public, you know. But sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this and draw for 30 seconds. Hey, What is Art? How are you? It's good to see you in here. Thanks for popping in. We're just doing some quick figure studies. Aw, thanks for that follow. I really appreciate that. Now my follow alerts are working. That was so weird that they didn't work earlier. I don't understand technology. Study time, yeah, for sure. And guys, feel free to study something other than the figure. If you're not feeling like doing human studies today, I am using one of the websites linked in my figure study section of my Pinterest. There's a link at the top of chat if you'd like to go find it yourself. Hold back forever, hold back. Okay. You're making a giraffe. Oh, that's awesome, What is Art? We actually do a show and tell. Let me pause this. When we do studies in the mornings like this, we do like a show and tell session at the end. So if you have anything that's work safe that you'd like to share on screen or just share in general with the community, we do have a Discord. You can join it and post in the studies section. And then in about an hour, we'll kind of look at those together and just kind of, it's just a place to hopefully help encourage people to set some time aside to do some creative problem solving and draw from observation. So if that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to join or just draw along and don't feel like you have to share at all. It's totally fine. Okay, let's find a blank. These are taking up a lot of space. We'll find a blank area here. As a former teacher, combining two districts in a single region under a single... I think that's really situational. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to know more context, Sloppy. Because I know that like here in the mountains of Colorado, that happens, I think, quite often because school districts have gotten, especially lately, like people are just having fewer kids. So they've had to consolidate a lot of districts. So I think it's needed in those cases because otherwise you don't have enough support for the kids that are trying to get schooled. But yeah, I'd have to have more context for what you're asking, I think. To be fair, I'm not the most up on policy things these days, especially with education. I have certainly got opinions, but that doesn't mean that they're well informed, you know, because I'm pretty out of the loop with education stuff. Thank you for that stretch. Okay, let's take a quick break, guys, from the drawing. We're going to do a posture check. Everybody unshrimp. Kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together. I did some push-ups this morning and I'm already sore. That's not a good sign. I am so out of shape, folks. Also, I just realized I don't have my water with me, so thank you, Pandarius. Also, hello. I'm going to go grab my water really Yeah, I know. Same, Sloppy. I have got, yeah, oof. BRB. Where's my water? Okay, sorry guys, I lost my water bottle for a second there. Had to go grab it. Okay, back. Yeah, it's tough, Sloppy. I need to do that myself after stream. I've got my booklets over here to look at while I wait for laundry. Wada bada! Hey, Mayor of Canada, how are you? Okay, let's restart these. I'm gonna up the pose time to a minute. I think I'm good on the 30-second ones. These were more 45 seconds. Actually, maybe I'll do 2 minutes. No, let's just do... Well, I don't know. What can I do? 30 seconds, 2 minutes? Okay, we can do 2 minutes. Let's do 2 minutes. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. 2 minutes. Okay, start. All choked up, you're okay. But I still want to make sure I'm doing my shapes, right? I want to make sure I'm getting my anatomy and my proportions correct before I get too caught up in the details. So that is something that I really struggle with whenever I lengthen the time for my gestures, is I start wanting to like get into the details really quickly. So I recommend, if anyone else is struggling with that as well, that you try your best to nail the proportions first before you jump into anything else. Of what little remains. Some lady climbing a ladder. Not going to draw the ladder, just gonna draw the figure. But yeah, okay, so we got proportions a bit. Ouch. Went for a walk and bought some pants. Nice. Do they let you try on the pants at Goodwill where you live? Because in my state they don't. It's very annoying. No, I don't think I will, Amaze. Thank you, though. I think I will not. I'm just gonna study the figure. I don't need the ladder right now. Not the boss me. Let's see, we're gonna get some values. The nice thing about the longer study is I do have time to look at the values, which is nice. I'm gonna switch up what I'm using though to get some more, Am I not? I mean, you're the boss of the stream. Look at Amaze, drunk with power over there. Aw, the lady disappeared. I thought I had more time. Dang it. I wanted to draw the shadows. I got too excited about that. Why is everybody in this random generator climbing a ladder? I don't understand. The elephant is mightier than the bird. Yeah, I would recommend looking at your demographics, Slappy, if you're concerned about it. It's really hard to be in tune with that stuff if you aren't, if you're not in school or have a kid in school yourself. I feel like that's really regional. So maybe look up some, you can look up some stuff on it perhaps, I don't know. It's so hard. I feel like there's not a lot of good internet resources that aren't super biased. I do appreciate the state that I live in. They send out ballot measure pamphlets that are fairly middle of the road and unbiased and take out a lot of the conjecture and the name calling and the horribly destructive things that are part of our system. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. I'm going to try really hard today not to talk politics. In fact, I was talking on Discord, I might be doing a stream this evening just to do Die November stuff and to kind of distract myself. I don't want to get caught up in the social media cyclone that I'm sure will be happening all day today. So, let's see. Shared some art. Nice, nice. I love it. Thank you, What is Art. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's always fun to have new friends in here to just be encouraged by, just knowing that people are drawing with me, even if people don't feel like sharing the work. Oh no, you're fine, Sloppy. That wasn't a criticism. You're good. It's a tempting thing to talk about, and if you want to discuss it, feel free to DM me. Okay, this is not, hold on, I gotta catch up with chat. They don't make it easy. No. Yeah, exactly. No, I completely agree with you, Sloppy Salamander. And you're using the word too much. Not in school and have no kids to send to school. What word? You're fine. You would not want to try anything on from Goodwill until you took it home. That's fair. You love what they do in my state then. They don't let you try on clothes in Goodwill anymore. They had too many issues with people doing things they weren't supposed to in the changing rooms. So nobody gets to use them now. It's very frustrating. I feel like I'm in school and it's like that one bad kid in the class that ruins it for everybody. It's amazing how many parallels there are to elementary school and adult life. Nothing really changes, it turns out. People are just gonna people. Oh, no, you're fine, Sloppy. I promise it wasn't an issue. That's like the least political topic possible, probably, for today. Kind of tempted to go thrifting. Yeah, I hate buying clothes and having to, like, I don't go to Goodwill anymore because they don't let you try stuff on. Like, that used to be where I would go to get cheap jeans. It's not even worth it anymore because then you have like 1 day to return it. So you basically have to go home to try it on, then just go through and then like return everything that doesn't fit. It's super frustrating. Anyway, there's my hot take. All right, let's see. These are 2-minute studies that don't feel like 2 minutes. Why are my 2-minute studies almost the same as my 30-second ones? I don't understand. There's like very little difference here. These are 30, well, these are about 45 seconds actually. Okay, anyway. Would you like to come to my house and thrift? Do you have any clothes that I can try on? Alright, this has 2 figures in it, so I guess I'm just gonna pick one. Why would they do this to me? I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna do the timer on my own. I'm gonna do 5 minutes on this since it has 2 people. You're a silly person. No, you're great. I can already tell. Yeah, you'll fit right in. We're all kind of silly here. I like silly. Silly is better than the alternative. The chat is goobers and I love them. Don't ever change, chat. Continue to goober. We're all a bit mad here. The gooberiest of goobers, indeed. Amaze is like a dry humor goober. I also like how that rhymes. This person is playing an old school instrument that I do not know the name of. Is it like a lute? Not sure. It's a very like Renaissance looking reference to ladies. I feel like this is a reference a Renaissance painter would have used to make a painting. Is it a hurdy-gurdy? I don't know. It might be. What's a hurdy-gurdy? I feel like I know that word, but I don't. Is it like the ones that have the deep? It's like a deep-chested ukulele is the best way I can describe this instrument. It's got like a big bowl at the bottom. I would show you, but I don't want to get dinged on Twitch. It's like an old black and white. It looks like a reference photo that was taken in the 40s, honestly. Maybe even the 20s. Oh no, you in my bed, made me crazy, made me want you more. Come around, wanna be in love. Oh yeah, donate them. Or donate them to a school classroom, honestly. I bet there's some school kids out there that would get some really good use out of those books. Sometimes libraries, I think if they're like used books, they may not actually put them in circulation. You can always reach out though. Or if you have any My Little Library things near you, especially if they're near like an elementary school, we have one up the road from me that I like to take kids' books to. Those are super cool if you guys don't have those in your area. I highly recommend making one. They're heavily used. Yeah, I would donate them to see if a classroom wants them. Or if you know any, if you have any friends that have kids, honestly. But yeah, My Little Library is a really good spot for used books that are like readable but have some wear, you know? That's where I take them anyway. Yeah, your library takes donations and then sells them. So a lot of times they have book sales. Yeah, like our libraries do that too. They have like annual book sales where they'll sell either like you know, used library books that are no longer good for circulation or donations. If anyone's not familiar with the My Little Library program, highly recommend checking it out. It's something you can make yourself too if you're kind of crafty or if you want to make a little house with books in it. It's like a birdhouse for books. I think they're really cool, and if I had my own home, I would totally build a My Little Library. Would be awesome. And then people would bring me books, and I could just look in there anytime I need a new book. You built one for your friend, Frozenyak. That's amazing. That's so nice of you. Do you want to build one for me? Just, you know, come over here to Colorado, please. No, I live in an apartment. I don't think my HOA lady would approve of a My Little Library. I have to... Yeah, I'm sure she'd just be like, no. On principle. The shipping? No, please don't. I was kidding. Alright, this feels like I've been working on this for a long time. Why does this 5 minutes feel like more time? You know what it is? I bet it's because I'm not spending because I knew I had 2 figures to do in 5 minutes, I'm not spending the time that I was on the others. See, this is the problem that I have. I'm trying to get over it. It's like overworking stuff when I don't have the time to overwork. But it's a good time to practice values, I guess. I'll just go back in and darken the places that are a little darker to emphasize, get some good emphasis. Oh, there it goes, finally. Dismiss. 5 minutes. Okay, 5 min. Actually, let's do another 5-minute pose. You have 40 books? The HOA lady can HOA tirade. Yeah, trust me, mates. I don't know if you live in a neighborhood with an HOA, but living in an HOA apartment complex is not my most favorite thing I've ever done. Favorite childhood library posted about being a polling place, so I cropped out the voting stuff and drew Kudo Longley peering through the door. Aww. Yeah, you can post that. Post it in Art Share, or you can put a link if you just want people who are here presently to see it. Yeah, for sure. As long as you guys are sharing WorkSafe stuff, I do not mind links in chat, as long as that doesn't get abused, which so far it has not, so appreciate your help with that, folks. Aw, cute. I love that. It's always fun to see people draw characters over actual photos. So cute. Kudo. Okay, let's do another. Start the timer again. Do another 5-minute pose. And then I'm going to probably switch gears and do some timers for this one up here. Do some nice sitting poses so you guys can see the reference as well. But yeah, just in case something pops up on screen, since I am using a timed site here, I want to make sure that I don't get a ding. I'm very nervous about that now. You have 40 books? Or there's 40 books in the Warrior series. Is that what you're saying, Sloppy? Holy cow. Okay. Why is it not... It's not timering. There it goes. Have you forgotten? 40 books of the Warrior series. Holy cow. That's quite a bit. Okay. This is such a nice pose. Not your flaws. Ooh, this is a nice hand pose too. You can reclaim your crown. Sorry, I'm gonna do some value stuff on this one. Try not to get super caught up in the details, maybe, but we'll see. A single misery, take it from me. Oh, thanks, Kudo. I do like gesture studies. I'm not a big fan of drawing people in general, but I do really enjoy gesture. It's a strange conundrum. Let's get this value, this nice lighting in here. So I want to pay a little bit of attention to the light on the floor too. Nofi, hello friend, how are you? Good to see you. You don't have to pop in, I know you're busy, but it's good to have you in here. You guys should make sure you're following Nofi if you aren't already. Nofi has a new schedule too. I'm not sure how often I'll be able to make your streams if they're all early, but I'll be trying to pop in as often as I can. Hope you have a good time today, whatever you're up to. You all, thanks, Nofi. Too kind, too kind. All right, let's find the lighter value here. Thanks, we're just doing some quick gesture studies. I'm doing timed gesture right now. Did some 30-second ones, some 2-minute ones, and now I'm doing a 5-minute study. Mostly looking at value right now. But it's really nice to be able to loosen up this way. Yeah, I feel like I find time gestures make me not get nitpicky so much, so that's why I like doing them. I feel like the minute I start doing longer form studies, that's when I start to hate what I'm drawing. But when they're quick like this, I can't get all like caught up in the details, you know? So I tend to not dislike my humans at this stage as much. Although the face right here is giving me some trouble because faces, like what even are faces? Just weird collections of planes. Also this angle is maybe a little tricky, but yeah, see, like now I hate it because I drew the face. Oh well, it's fine. I've only got like 10 seconds left, so. In the shade, ooh, my days. Promise that we made. Ooh, Oh, and we do have an ad starting in like 5 minutes. 115 or 16, and you have all of them? Holy cow. That's a lot. Hey, Art of DHT, how you doing? Let's do another pose. Not that picture. That picture has very little detail. Mo Shrimp, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping in. We're just doing some time gesture studies. I'm trying to find a good 5-minute gesture. This one might work. Just popping in. Hey, Lucianne, thank you so much for that lurk. I seriously appreciate the lurks, guys. Oh, you have 40, but there's 115 total. That's a lot. I see. You're on book 2. Yeah, I never read all of them. So yeah, here's what we've done so far. I've got some 2-minute gestures. These are the 30-second ones, so they're basically just shapes. Shapes with a few lines, but I'm kind of ignoring the clothes. Maybe I shouldn't. Should I draw bikinis on all these people? To pull a Charzia? It's just easier for me to ignore that and focus on value and shape, but especially when you're timed. But watch, the bot's probably gonna get mad at me and be like, "This is an 18+ stream." So maybe I should draw a little bikini on all of them. Here, I'll make a new layer. Hold on, guys. We have to make the bot happy because I don't want to get dinged. So there's some bikinis and clothes. Sorry that I ignored them. There we go. Just ruins them though, you know? Like, da-da-da-da. There you go, bot. Be pleased. No, they're clothed. They're fine. See, it's fine. Goodness gracious. Like, on these 30-second ones, like, what the heck? I'm so worried that I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm just gonna do this, but this is very silly. Like, there's nothing nude about these. They're just outlines and shapes. Blah, blah, blah. Grump, grump, grump. Okay, anyway. There. Ta-da! We did it! We made them all safe. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay. I'm nervous now! I know it's silly, but I got in trouble one time. And so now I'm afraid I'm always gonna get in trouble. Just making me more paranoid, internet. Put them all in clown outfits. Yeah, I should. Okay, there. They're all... No one can get mad at me now. Okay, anyway. With a big puffy wig. Yeah, oh, that'd be funny. Boink, 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 boink. Wait, why didn't that work? Oh, boink, 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 boink. No. Alright, let's do another 5-minute one. Do it over here. We've got an ad coming up in 2 minutes, so let me just... Ow. Let's see, probably don't need to read the first 5. Oh, really? I think that's all I read of the series, Sloppy, was the first 5. Oh, hey Raga, how you doing? I know it's sus. We're sus here today. We're trying not to get in trouble. I don't want Twitch to think I'm having an 18+ stream. Okay. You read the first 4. Nice. Were we still talking about warriors? So wait, you have 40 books and you only read the first 4? I feel like I read about the first 4 or 5 of every series and then I kind of lose steam on it. So basically, if it's longer than 4 or 5 books, I'm probably not going to read them all. Tends to be the way it works. I'm going to take a hydration break here for a sec. There we go. Look at all these perfectly bikinied people. First 4 series. Oh gosh. I read the first 4 books. Definitely not. I didn't know there were that many series, to be honest. Aren't the Warrior books written by like a series of authors? Siren. I'm sorry, Siren. My bot was being very mean to you. You're fine. Pectoral muscles, is that what you mean? I think some men do. It just depends. The writing got so bad. Yeah, I think that's what I heard, Sloppy, was that they weren't all written by the same author, that there's like a collective of authors that writes the Warrior books. And I think they continued to write like all the spin-off series, like the one about the bears. Wasn't there a wolf one too? I don't know. Group of people, but it doesn't feel like they really communicate with one another. Yes, probably. Would be surprised. So we are about to have a 180-second ad break, folks. So if you want to grab some water, if you want to support the stream, feel free to mute the tab or just lower the volume. But we'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to hydrate and we'll do a stretch break. You read the first 2 series, Rue. Nice. I think I only read the first few books of the first series, I guess. I didn't actually know there were more series. I think I didn't read them until I was a teacher, though, because I think I just missed the window of the marketing for that. I think it just wasn't on my radar as a kid. Or maybe it wasn't, I don't remember. When did they come out? Didn't they come out in like the early 2000s? I mean, they came out while I was in school. I just I wasn't really aware of them, I guess. I probably would have liked them. I liked a lot of animal books, but I tend to like more like adventure animal books when I was growing up. So, like, my favorite series were like the Black Stallion series or the Lad books, if you guys ever read those, about I think Lad was a collie. It's like a bunch of like Lassie and Lad, I guess. But yeah, I read Lassie Come Home a lot in 4th grade. That was like a book I constantly checked out from the library. Surprisingly, I did not read like Black Beauty until I was much older, like until relatively recently. What else did I read? There was a series of books about like an Irish red setter, I think. I think it was just called Red. I can't remember, but they were about Irish setters. So I read a lot of like animals having adventures books, like the Incredible Journey, aka Homeward Bound. I read that one. Ooh, posture stretch, guys. Doing some carpal tunnel stretches. Feel free to do some rotations if you need to. But if you can hear the sound of my voice, this is your sign to unshrimp. Straighten up, folks. I can feel you shrimping through the screen. Or maybe I'm just projecting because I was shrimping. I think the Warriors Cats Collective, isn't there also like a graphic novel now? I think I have, or at least I've seen the graphic novel. Maybe I don't have it. I found one at my little library. Oh no, I'm thinking Ring of Fire. Those dragons, it's like warriors but dragons, basically. Which that I would have been super into if that was a thing when I was in like middle school, but it was not. I am not fresh out of high school, folks. So that came out way after for me. You read a lot of Animorph books. I never read that series. You would think that would be one that I would have been super into, but I never read Animorphs. A lot of my friends did, and I think I was interested in it, but it just never. I think in my head maybe I thought it was like Power Rangers, and I was not a big Power Rangers kid, so maybe that's why I didn't. But yeah, I never read Animorphs. Posture check. We just did that, Siren. And we just stretched. We stretched during the ad break. And I hydrated, but I'll do it all again just for you. There we go. Appreciate you making sure I'm well. Okay. Wasn't Animorphs like super intense actually though? Like, it was all these super apocalyptic things happening to kids. It was like before its time with the whole apocalyptic teen stories trend. Alright, I'm gonna do another 5-minute pose here. Ready, and go. Oh wait, no, don't pause. Wait, I need to pause it. Miss Yvette, you did not miss. I don't think you missed anything. What are you referring to? Please be more specific. We had an ad break, so I don't think you missed anything. Because all I do during an ad break is stretch and hydrate. I try to stop drawing, so people don't miss anything. Yeah, aliens trying to take over the world and stuff, yeah. Yeah, it was like a sci-fi apocalypse book series, if I recall. I had friends that were really into Animorphs. They made a TV show, I think, too. But I think I saw like one episode and I was very confused, and so I stopped. I was like, well, I don't know what's happening. And that was my only exposure to Animorphs. Do not fall to your knees, like I believe, everlasting love. Yes, we're talking about book series, Miss Yvette. Somebody tell me why I should or should not watch Animorphs, or read it, or whatever people are doing these days. Wherever that content happens to be available. Science, you're Fapoosh? No, Science, I'm actually drawing, I'm doing figure studies. Hey, did you guys know Science Streams had a huge celebration stream yesterday? I lurked on a bit of it, but I'm sorry I couldn't hang out really for it. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do last night and yesterday. But you guys, go follow Science. Help him push past 12K. No, sorry, you can't ban me in my own stream, Science. I'm allowed to say sorry here. But for you, I'll stop. Just for you. See, I'm getting caught up on the details, guys. This is what I hate about people. But I can't do this. No, don't do it. I know what you're gonna do. No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. You can't. I'm unaffected. All you have to do is threaten, and my revulsion is. Oh God, there it is. No. Why? It's so large. I don't understand. Jeez Louise. I'm trying to be a serious artist here, sir. You guys should go follow Science, though. Seriously. And honestly, congratulations. That was a long stream. We got rated in, I think, from Danny's stream. I watched the tail end of it once I got done with my appointment. Hope it went well. I hope you had fun playing the game. We're talking about book series that we enjoyed as kids while I'm sketching people and trying not to get in trouble. I'm trying to very clearly add clothing now to these so that Twitch doesn't get mad at me like it did that last time I did figure studies. It was like, hey, you're drawing 18 plus things. And I was like, no, I'm really not though. They're all clothed. Look. It took so long to get that reversed. And I still think I have a ding on my account. And it's not there. Dang it. Oh well. Hopefully it doesn't actually mean anything. Queen. I don't know about Queen. Hope you're doing well, Blent. Are you guys following Science streams yet? Can we get a shout out for Science if I have a mod who's able to do that? If not, I'll do it once this timer is done. No worries if you guys are drawing too. I know a lot of us are doodling right now. Are you recovered, Science, from your stream experience? Thank you, Amaze. I appreciate you. And I will click that link to your deep cut here in just a sec. You woke up and just started working? Of course you did. Why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised at all. Guys, Science is one of the hardest working people on Twitch, I think. Maybe ever. Maybe not even just Twitch. Dude does too many things. Don't know how he functions. A little worried he's not sleeping. Little worried he's gonna burn out, guys. Go give some support so he can take a nap. so he doesn't feel like he has to grind. Just help him out. Yeah, there you go. You can't, napping on Twitch chat does not count as a real nap, science. Just letting you know. Hey, thank you for that hydrate. I will do that in just a second. I've got like 15 seconds. There we go. Dismiss. Okay. Well, I got 2 cut up in the face and didn't get to any of the value, so I'm a little annoyed, but that's okay. I think Balint might actually be a time traveler. You guys, Balint might be the most advanced scientist on the face of this planet. I think he actually has a way that he stops time so that he can make more hours in the day so he can accomplish more tasks. Don't know how you do it. I don't know if you have mods that are doing stuff for you or if you're doing it all, but like all the social media posts, all the Discord posts, all the constant support of other people and keeping track of everybody's everything. I don't know how you do it, frankly. It's absolutely baffling. Still going with the undocumented twin. Oh yeah, the undocumented twin. That makes sense. No, I like time traveler. He goes back in time to relive the hours and do more in time. Oh yeah, that's smart. That makes sense. Postal scale got here. Oh good, congrats, Kudo, and good luck at your meeting. I hope it goes well. I hope you find a really good job that is better than the one you have now. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat. I think I missed something. All right, let's click Amaze's deep cut and see what this is about. The 0G headache? What is that? Astro Kids? Does this look familiar to anybody? I'm gonna show it on stream because I don't know what this is. Looks like a book cover. Any science? Science? Do you know what this is? Amaze, please tell. I've never heard of this, the 0G headache before. Is that something you enjoyed as a kid? Teens gain the ability to turn into animals. Either your jam or it's not at all. I think that'd be fun, honestly. I think I would have liked it. It shows them doing a lot of cool things as the animals they turn into, like mice sneaking in through tight openings, alligators being effective to turn. Yeah, I mean, it would be really fun. Oh, I scrolled too high and I saw the leg again. Why does that exist? You grew up in Hungary, so you're not... Yeah, okay, fair. I grew up in a bubble, so I'm not a good one to ask either. We're all stuck in Balint. Yeah, what if we're all stuck in Balint's Groundhog Day? There's an idea. Hey, Silvolp, how are you? The Astro Kids books popped into mind. I've never heard of them. Can you tell us about them, Amaze? What are they about? Are they like a sci-fi series? I'm gonna add some shadow to this lady, because I really wanted to do a value study of her, and I didn't get to, because I spent too much time on the stupid face with its stupidness. I'm not biased, you're biased. I hope you're... Balint, you need some support. We're here for moral support here in your Groundhog Day, okay? I'm here for you, as much as I can be. Not that you'll let anybody help you, but you know. What do you got coming up next, Balint? Tell us about your plans. Did you guys know Balint is a Twitch ambassador? He's pretty important stuff now these days. I'm surprised he's deigning to hang out with us. I'm just kidding, Balint. I know that's not how you roll. I'm totally teasing. I'm getting you back for the leg. This is my get back. If it's too harsh, let me know. Oh yeah, that's right. You're going to San Francisco. Have fun. I've never been to California. I'm gonna see if I can get accepted into TwitchCon next year. If I do, that will be my first time. Not San Diego, it's true. They are not the same place. We all learned that together. See, that's what you can learn on science streams, guys. You can learn how San Diego and San Francisco are not the same. It's a very educational stream, I promise. You're gonna learn so much. Yeah, for Artist Alley. Yeah, because they don't do table fees. It makes the travel costs a lot more feasible for me, and I think it would be really fun to just like meet more people and more artists on Twitch. I know that they chart, like, you do have to have booth insurance, but that's pretty standard in most conventions, like, just so they don't have the liability. Celestial Bean Art, cool, I might reach out and ask. Thank you so much, Science. But yeah, the no table fees thing, I mean, that saves like $400 basically, which is pretty much travel costs. So if I can figure out like a room and board situation or a place I can camp, basically, I think I'll probably try to apply and see if, well, I'll have to see if they accept me. I guess sometimes they don't always accept people who are really big on Twitch, which is kind of weird. Like, a lot of the artists that I looked at their page, like, they don't even stream, or if they did, it was like years ago. So I thought that was kind of strange, but I'm hoping that since I do actively stream on Twitch, maybe it'll give me a boost. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna apply. I'll see if they let me in. Astro Kids is a sci-fi series set in the 22nd century. Oh, featuring a small group of kids and their bizarre adventures aboard a space station. Very cool. Bizarre adventures. Sounds like fun. I bet that would have been a fun read as a kid. I'll make some calls. No, that's... Yes. See, guys? Science is really connected. No, please also don't, even if you could. No. That's really funny. I just don't know how it... I'll talk to Celestial Being and see. I know a few people who went last year. Like, Julie went last year, and I think I might... or this year, I should say. And I think I might ask her if she has any tips. But I think it sounds like it's just kind of like luck of the draw, honestly. I don't know if they do like a secret jury or what happens. We'll see. We'll see if I get selected. If I do, then I'm kind of keeping it on my radars. I think I might attend next year. Maybe you can share with someone. You mean for like rooms? Yeah. So the idea would be to apply and then kind of talk to some other artists and see if I know anybody who's going, and then splitting a room. Or I have some friends who have been wanting to vacation in San Diego, and so we might just split a room and they can go have fun and I'll be working. Because that's what cons are when you're on Artist Alley. It's really like a lot of work. Sorry, I really want to focus on the values here, guys. I just need to learn more about values. I know they don't look amazing, but please remember that I'm trying to get better. So I'm feeling like I want to study this picture, so I'm just gonna run with that feeling. Storm to weather. This song's too sad. Let's skip it. Let's skip it for the breakup song, except for it's not what you think it's about. It's about conquering your fear. It empowers me, so we're gonna listen to it. I'm a fearful being sometimes. But yeah, to split the cost exactly. There's also Galactica Studios. Oh, cool. I'll check out. I don't think I know them. I'll check out her stuff. Thank you, Science. I appreciate that. You can get a hotel up the road from San Diego, which is what I did. Oh, nice. Is it cheaper just up the road? But then what about like traffic? Isn't traffic like really bad in California? I have never been to California. I have no idea what it's like. So I would like to go, and it'd be cool to have an excuse like that to visit. My mom offered to help me table, which I think is really, really funny. I think it would be so funny to see my mom at TwitchCon. But I'm sure I could find somebody willing to help me table. It's a free ticket to TwitchCon, you know? Cali traffic is insane. That's what I was thinking, especially the fees. Wait, what do you mean the fees? You mean like parking fees? Traffic wasn't bad in the San Diego area. It's the LA area. I don't know. Is that true? I've never... When did you go to San Diego Comic-Con? I mean, yeah, Comic-Con. Parking, tolls. Oh, you have to take toll roads? Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Okay, I don't want to commute. Maybe I'll just split a hotel with somebody at the convention, but I'm sure that's really expensive too. I don't know. I have so much. If I'm getting way ahead of myself, I probably won't even get accepted. So, yeah, we'll just cross that bridge when I get there. I feel like I don't tend to do well at juried conventions. Like people, I don't know. I think my work's just weird for a lot of cons, but maybe Twitch will be different. Like I applied to a bunch of cons not a bunch, I applied to like 2 last year, and they were juried, and I didn't get in, which I was like, okay, it's a sign this just isn't the year for me, so I stopped applying. I didn't really have time this year anyway, so I'm glad I didn't do any cons, but next year I'd like to make that something I dip my toes back into just to see if it's something that would be good for me. Just don't jump in any ball pits. I heard about that. Yeah, no worries. I'll be working the whole time. I probably won't even get to walk around the con, to be honest. Anytime I've ever tabled at a con, I've always just manned the booth. Like I've never really walked around and enjoyed the show. I might just finish working on this piece, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna get to any more today. It's like a really nice sepia toned image that's good for helping the values. And if they don't appreciate it, that's, well, thank you, you're very kind. I don't know how it works with juried shows, honestly. I think a lot of cons, so I used to get into them really regularly, and I applied to shows that I used to get into. And I think a lot of them, it's like, once you're in, it's easier to get accepted year after year, but if you take a break, I took a break during COVID, actually, but I planned on taking a break from cons in 2020, and then COVID happened, and it just felt like, oh, that was good timing for me. I wasn't planning on this income or planning on this, so I didn't lose anything by getting a whole bunch of prints made, but they reached out to me the next year to be like, hey, do you want to come back to the show? And I was like, no, I just wasn't ready to get back into conventioning in 2021. And then after that, I think because of that, maybe I got taken off the list of people to accept or something. I don't know. I've heard that's kind of how they work a lot of times. I don't know how true that is and how much of that is just artists being grouchy about not getting accepted. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. Some really interesting strung pearls draped all over this headdress that I really want to draw. Yeah, no, I'll keep trying. Cons are a lot of work, and so not getting in last year, I didn't take it as anything personal. It was just okay, it's fine. I don't have to deal with that this year. But after watching everybody stream from TwitchCon and kind of just seeing, I do kind of miss all the people you get to meet. And I feel like a big thing that has held me back with my career, at least in my opinion, is I just don't, for years, people just didn't know I existed. I wasn't good at social media. I haven't had a really strong presence online because I've been too afraid to have one, more or less. I would get stressed and avoid, essentially, whenever I would start to get any traction, which I know is self-defeating. But it was just, I had such a, not a panic response, but definitely some kind of a fear response that I haven't really unpacked totally, to just, getting attention on the internet. I think a lot of it is just, an aversion to being caught up in anything, I don't know, I stumble into things a lot. It's sometimes I won't know something is, I don't know, I just didn't want to get caught up in drama or any controversy. And so to me, the internet for a long time, I think was just, I connected that in my head as this is what people do on the internet. And if people know you exist on the internet, eventually they'll hate you. And that was just kind of my thought process. And so it really has held me back a lot, I think, in my career. So this year, one of my big goals was just to get over that fear. And I do feel like I've made some good strides in that this year, and I guess next year I'd like to kind of build on that. It's okay, now that you're not just totally terrified of the internet. I mean, it is scary still. I still get nervous. Judgment is a scary thing. But I think I'd like to try to maybe do conventions again and just see if I can be a little less nervous this time around, Anyway, sorry, not trying to have Casey Psyche hour or anything, but there you go. There's all my thoughts. You got taken off the short list and have to fight it out among the commoners. Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened, honestly. Because I didn't get blacklisted, but I think I got taken off of some kind of list because I never got rejected before from these shows. Or maybe they were just really high attendance and they prioritized people who were there the year before. And so maybe I just got cut, but I think I got put on the wait list, but I never got a call back about it. So I don't know. It didn't break my heart or anything. Like I said, this year, I cannot believe it's already November. I feel like I blinked. Last time I checked, it was March. You guys, my studio calendar, I have a dry erase board that I used to be really good about updating every month to have a visual of what all my goals were for the month. It's still on April. It still says month 4. I feel like I blinked and it's November. I have no idea where this year went. So I wouldn't have had time for a show this year anyway. I'll take a picture of it and show you guys. It's like, whoops, this year went really fast. My calendar is many months behind. Hey, Nerduino, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We got some science folks in the chat here. The older we get, the faster time flies. Yeah, that's true, but this is just within the space of a year. Time has flown really fast. I've never gotten that behind on a calendar before. Oh, Dean-Ann, thank you so much for that follow. I super, super appreciate the support. Welcome on in. Days are only 8 hours long. Yeah, that's what it feels like, I think. I heard this great quote that I like to repeat about that. I think it goes, life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. Which always has made me laugh. But I do feel like it's true. There's another one that's really good. It's like the days are long, but the years are short. And that one feels really true too. It's a good quote, right? I can't remember when. I think I heard that in high school or maybe early college, and I've just held on to it. I don't remember who told me it, but it's always made me laugh. Because the more you think about it, the more it's like, oh man, and then the end is just this big cardboard thing that you just run into. It's very funny. Also, I have not really told anybody what we're doing in a while, so just in case we have new folks coming in who want to participate in this, there it is, Dirter. If you have a Dirter, feel free to... Life is like hitting a Dirter at the end. That's the sound you make too. But yeah, what we do is we do studies. So I'm drawing from reference right now. It was a gesture study and it's turned into more of a portrait study or value study. But if you do a study of any kind, whether it's from life, like look around you and draw an object you see or some food, there's those Dirters. But if you'd like to share and you'd like to join in, we're about to do the show and tell portion here in just a few minutes. I'll give myself maybe 5 to 10 more minutes on this. I did a lot of gesture studies, but I'm probably going to end on this one. But if you'd like to be part of the show and tell portion, just drop your images in the warm-up study section of the Discord. You'll find it over in the stream events section. Or you can drop a link in chat. Just make sure that it's work safe, please. I don't want to have to take away link permissions and have not had to do that so far. Oddly enough, I feel like I used to have to worry about that more, but I think Twitch has gotten better somehow about it, or people, maybe that the shine has worn off of that. Or maybe I'm probably just not big enough. I'm sure if I were a bigger streamer, I wouldn't be able to have open links like this, but... Starting from in the funk. Take me home, take me home. Yeah, that might be true too, Slappy. Well, I appreciate you guys being so chill. And I actually might be back on later today, guys. I have a bunch of stuff I need to do between now and this evening, but if I have time, I think I could use some accountability and just distraction in general today for Dinovember. So I'm going to be possibly back on this evening doing some Dinovember stuff. So if you want to come back and hang out, and if you want to avoid the world and the news and social media with me today, I might be doing that later on, doing some Dinovember stuff. I say might because you just never know, but I should have time today. I don't have, after 2 p.m., I won't have any other appointments or anything today that I have to worry about, which is always nice. So I think I'll probably try to squeeze it in. Just a little personal stream for me. You're gonna avoid the world with eggnog. Nice. I'm gonna avoid the world with dinos. So if anybody wants to come avoid the world with dinos, come. Well, I say might just in case, Amaze, because you never know. Something could happen. My car could break down. Or I might end up having to take way longer than I think to finish voting. But it's very possible that it will take me right up to the deadline, because I do like to research, and I have put it off this year because it's been stressful. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying might. So I apologize for the ambiguity and for the last minuteness of that. I know it's not officially scheduled, and again, for any mods, please don't feel like you have to be here. Please, 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 please. Only if you would like to be. Let's see. Also, I did not do a good job of drawing what I see here, because this is not what her mouth looks like. I got way too excited about those teeth. Hold on. Let's fix. If your car breaks down, just do a roadside waiting for the tow truck stream. Yeah, do you guys want to come hang out with me? Make sure I don't get, like, abducted? Oh my gosh, people are... I don't trust people the way I used to. I will say that. Or at least not, I don't know, not where I live. I don't know. The West Denver area is not too bad, but... Straight from the water. I need to stop using hard lines. This is part of why my faces look so creepy. No hard lines. Stop it. Stop it. Self. Take me home. Take me home. Why is this not doing anything, guys? Don't understand. This is really just turning into a portrait. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry for everything. And I can say sorry because this is my stream. I can apologize as much as I want. I'm not directing that comment to anyone in particular. Probably not even listening anymore. Is there any interest in adopting Skittles horizontal vertical canvas? I've thought about the horizontal one. The vertical one, that's just chaos. That's not helpful. That's just horizontal canvas slip. Blue Skittle is just next tier. On a winter's day. But I have thought about the horizontal one because that is a good reminder. Something I need to do more often is to to flip horizontally to check things. Problem is I'm doing this from reference though, and so it would also kind of mess up my ability to, yeah. To like actually draw from reference. Well, I got down on my knees. I began to pray. True, they can be. It's just more of a process than I would like to go through. Especially like this, I'd have to take a screenshot and then put it in something and then rotate it. I just don't feel like doing all that. I'm lazy. I'm lazy moose. But yeah, the horizontal flip I think would be helpful when working on pieces. Am I new? What does that mean? Am I new Zoomy? What? I don't know what that means, Moose. I don't think so. Since I don't know what that is, I'm gonna say no. Unless it means lazy, and then probably. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I have heard of that. I don't use it. But sure, yeah. Definitely new Zoomy then. Except for that part where I don't use it. It is, yeah, no, I know what it is. I just don't, I don't use it, so I'm not super, it's not at the forefront of my mind. California dreaming, Is there a way to drive in California without going on a toll road? Does anybody know? Now I'm thinking about that more than I should. Or do you pretty much have to if you want to get there in any amount of a reasonable time? There is? Okay. We were talking about that earlier. There do we know. Yes, but you have to drive in reverse on the shoulder. Wait, what? Legally? I don't know. Yes, legally. Yes. Can I please, when I say California, I'm specifically talking about the large cities. Like San Diego. We were talking about, I was talking about potentially going to TwitchCon next year. Or at least trying to apply. See if they let me in. There's a carpool lane that you can pay for that can save you time. Yeah, no, I'll probably be driving by myself. I don't think that they would like that if I've never been a rule breaker on purpose, typically. Some rules I feel like can be flexed, but stuff like that where I could, you know, get a ticket. I've never had a ticket, and I'd like to leave it that way. I am definitely Oh, you can pay to use it as a solo. Yeah, but then you gotta pay for it. I'm also cheap. / broke. You get to use it for free 2+. Get a human-sized doll to put in the passenger. I've heard of people doing that. You don't have many tolls. Like, I think there's a toll over the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, really? Okay, so Belant was in here saying that you have to pay for tolls everywhere. In wherever he was. Maybe it was just where he was, though. Maybe just in LA? I don't know. An alien doll, yeah. That's just not true. Well, I will tell Belant. Maybe he's worried about it. I don't know. Do you live in San Diego? You don't have to say if you don't want to, nor do we know. I've never been to California, but I was kind of talking, like I said, I was talking about potentially trying to get to TwitchCon and trying to plan for / budget all the things. I'll tell him myself right now, that dirty dog. Yeah, you should. You go tell him. You tell him right now that he is lying. He was in my stream just lying. Psychon beef. Oh no, it started here. I hate this. This is why I'm afraid of the internet, guys. I don't want to be in a part of drama. I take it all back. Never mind. No, I don't want beef. No. Vegetarian internet experience only. No beef. You live in LA, but you go to San Diego for a bit. Okay. Well, you have a lot of experience then. You do. You live in San Diego, Miss Yvette? Nice. Well, it sounds like it's a lovely place. Sloppy just over here with popcorn, here for the chaos. Okay, alright. I think I'm good with this now. Any toll road there is you can generally parallel with another road. Oh, good to know. Oh my gosh, Anastasia Solstice, thank you so much for that follow. I super appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. We are just wrapping up here. I was doing some studies. And we're about to look at what everyone else did. So if anybody has any studies that you did, anything you drew from observation, as long as the purpose of the drawing is to learn, it's not like a finished piece or anything or a work in progress, but like actually something that you're doing for the purposes of learning, feel free to drop it in the warm-up chat. We will show that on stream. The reason I say that is not because I don't want to show people's art on stream. I totally do. But I want to keep this a space that is supposed to encourage people to draw from observation. It's something most people don't like doing. I know I never went out of my way to do it before I started doing these streams, and it's really helped me to have accountability, to be like, all right, this is the purpose of this hour of my day. So if anybody wants to be a part of that, feel free to join in. San Diego has tolls on some roads, but the city is generally toll-free. Okay, State Road. The only freeway that currently requires a toll is I-15. Okay. Tolls are collected using Fast Track. Yeah, that's I think Fast Track's what they use in a lot of places. I did a still life painting a few days ago. Yeah, still lifes count. Still life for sure is observational drawing to study, I would say. Also, guys, if you are into art, there's probably a good chance that you're also into science. So you should go follow Nerduino, who is a scientist here on Twitch. And former NASA scientist who now just shares his astronomy knowledge and talks about astronomy news on his channel. So if you're into that, go give him a follow. Click that little heart. There's one stretch of carpooling through LA that you need to fast track past to access, but it's free if you're 2+ in the car. I see. Yeah, I would probably be driving solo if I went to TwitchCon, most likely, unless I have some friends that wanted to like meet me here and then drive with me, maybe. I don't know if that would be a thing. But that's all good tips. Thank you. Warm up. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it'd be well, if it's a finished painting, it's not necessarily a warm up, maybe. But I don't mind. It's a still life. Go ahead and drop it in there. As long as it's work safe, happy to look at it. And we're going to check out everyone's work here in a little bit. Driving to TwitchCon from LA is I-5, and that's free all the way. Nice. Nice. Okay, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to draw from the ones I actually picked. What time is it? It's 11:45. Let me just do some quick 30-second gestures, just to use them, just because I have them. Hallelujah. 30, there we go. Do some 30-second gestures, and then we're gonna look at what you guys did. So this is your last call, folks. If you have any studies you want to drop in the Discord, drop them now. We're gonna be looking at those in about 5 minutes when I'm done with these studies. 30-second gestures and go. Oh, I did not, hold on. Nope, hold on, pause. That's not gonna work. Immediately had to stop because I can't fit all of this into one area. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, ready, set, go for real. Blink. Nope, dang it. Why are you like this, Huyan? This is not what I'm asking you to do. I want to draw. Okay, one more time. Third time's the charm. Oh, I hate that it's picking a weird color. Why is everything green? Ah! Oh gosh. I don't know who just did that. Thank you, but also that was scary. Jump scared right in the middle of my rushed 30-second sketch here. That's very funny. Thank you, Miss Yvette. I appreciate that. Very kind. Okay, there's one 30-second gesture. We're gonna do another one. Okay, ready, go. Drawing the shapes, drawing the anatomy, drawing the form, not worrying about details. That is the goal of these faster sketches. Then if I have time, I can go back, like now. Gosh, her posture is so good. I'm realizing that I'm shrimping just from looking at her posture. Goodness gracious. Everybody unshrimp. Right, meow. Okay, last one. 30-second study. Nice little rotating view of a sitting pose. And then we're gonna look at your art. And go now. Oh. See, this is what happens, is if I don't have time to draw the clothes, it looks like they're naked, but they are not naked. Don't get mad at me, Twitch. Twitch, I'm following all the TOSs. I just don't have time to draw the clothings. There. I just broke my timer trying to do that, so you won't get mad. Okay, there we go. 30-second gestures. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what you guys did. So I'm gonna go over to the Discord. I'm gonna do a quick check to make sure that we don't have anything that is TOS breaking in here. Warm-up studies. So as long as it's stuff from observation, we will look at it. We're gonna go up to the piece that I did last time. Yeah, if you have any art you want to share or anything that's not drawn from observation, go ahead and put it in art share. We'd still love to see it, just not in this location. Okay, let me scroll up to the top. Oh, we have some nice stuff. Alrighty, so we're gonna go back to where I was yesterday. Blank. Oh, let me save first. I don't think I saved. There we go. Doopity doopidoo da da da. Okay. Where did my Discord thing go? There it is. All right. Make sure it's on the screen, and we're gonna scroll down and look at what you guys did. So here's the piece that I did yesterday for our warm-ups. We did ratites, aka big old flightless burbs, dinosaurs. And we're gonna scroll down. So let's see what we have here. We have a lovely cassowary study from Sloppy Salamander, our very own. Beautiful. Look at these guys. Sloppy has just recently started drawing with us, and I'm just blown away. Love your texture, love your attention to detail. It's very clear that you're actually looking at the reference and you're drawing what you actually see, which is super, super hard to do. You kept working. Yeah, if you want to repost it, you can do an updated study. That's totally fine. I love them. This is a great one to draw. Look at that face, folks. Look at it. Just behold it. That is one shocked dinosaur right there. But these are fantastic. I love seeing you drawing along with us, and I'm happy to see an updated study. If you've got one to share, so we'll look forward to that. But these are great. Oh, I've already used all these emotes. There we go. Really, really nice structures. Really, really nice drawings. Thank you so much for sharing. And Art of DHT, a lovely study here. And just remember, guys, you don't have, you can show the reference, but if you'd rather not, that's fine too. But it is nice to see sometimes, because then we can look and see what you were drawing from and kind of understand some of the decisions that you made. This looks great. Great. I really like your shapes that you got here. This is really fun. But yeah, lovely, lovely study here, Art of DHT. I hope you feel like it was useful. Remember, guys, the whole point of a study is to learn how to observe, not to copy, but to actually ask yourself questions about, why do I see, this, why is this jawbone sticking out like that? What is this that I'm drawing? It's oh, that's part of the skull. What is its purpose? What about this crest? Why is it shaped like that? It's like a conical, object with 3D form. So just thinking about how things have form and depth while you're drawing it can really help you start to understand value, anatomy, all the things that are super, super important to doing a good study. And this looks great, Art of DHT. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. I love that you colored it as well. I don't always make it to color studies like today, just kept it value, but it's really nice to see color. I love it. Well done. Well done indeed. Moving on to Amazing Fan 15, our wonderful mod here. Lovely movement in this one. Really, really nice study. Did you guys know that Amaze is also a streamer? They do art here on stream, or here on Twitch, I mean. He does character design stuff. You can tell he's obviously very proficient at the human form. Does a lot of that. Comic work, animation, also just a very chill place to hang out. So folks, if you're looking for another art streamer to go support, you can't do better. Really, really lovely. Great movement. Really strong line of action. I know you're a big fan of the line of action there, Amaze. Looks great. Very, very, very nice. When I say movement, it's something that's hard to do, but just know as you become more efficient at drawing things, you can start to use line to kind of imply motion. So even the movement and the bagginess, where the weight in the fabric is, and where you can see how he's bearing a lot of weight on that foot, and kind of just the implication of the motion of the arms is really great. Really nice stuff. No, that's not what I said, Moose. Don't put words in my mouth. I said you can't do better than to follow Amazing Fan 15, our wonderful mod. You know him, you love him. He's all over the place. Oh, you did two. You did another one, a really nice one here. Lovely, lovely study. Some nice clothing studies in these too. We are going to do a clothing study later this month. I did post the new schedule in the schedule section of the Discord. There's a few things I might change. I've already kind of thought about some, I want to be more specific perhaps. I think some of the color studies, I just need to make some notes for myself. So I don't know yet if I'm going to re-upload that image, but you can always check the event excuse me, the stream schedule section to see what the calendar kind of holds to give you an idea of what's coming up. But yeah, I got some really fun stuff. I dropped some ideas in stream event chat last night about it. But again, Amaze, fantastic. Great proportion, great movement, just great structural drawing overall. You always do a great job. You try to do a guy and a girl. I know I didn't do a good job of... I drew like 1 or 2 guys, I guess, because I was kind of at the mercy of whatever that program I was using was showing me for most of those pictures. So a lot of them were women. But it's important to try and do, you know, men and women, because they have different anatomical structures, you know, different things. You got different places they hold muscle and fat, and it's important to understand how to draw those things so that you can make convincing character designs. So if anyone's trying to be a character artist, getting familiar with that is super helpful. Basic anatomy. Oh man, we got Rue here. Tons of these look like minute gesture studies. Nice, nice. These are great, Rue. You're really good at getting shapes down quickly, and that's made very evident by your animation streams that you do. Which, by the way, guys, if you're not following Rue, our lovely Yangula Rue, make sure that you give a follow. Really great streamer here on Twitch. Also a relatively new streamer, but very, very fun to hang out with. Very chill streams, just music and vibes. Very, very nice spot. And you get to watch this awesome artist make animations and things. These are lovely. These are really nice. Really good at getting the proportions. Like, you nailed those so quickly, I feel like, Rue. This is lovely. Lovely motion in this one, too. Really good weight in that foot there. Nice to do different, like, variety of body shapes, too. I was at the mercy of what I was shown, and I didn't have a lot of variety, unfortunately, in mine, but these look great. Really, really lovely. Yeah, great job. Guys, if you want to go watch Rue draw, she also does, like I said, amazing animations. You really should go follow Angela Rue. She's been doing an animation every day for the past month. Like, over the past month, actually. She did an animation every day for Streaming, which was super impressive. And also has been doing a few this month for November, which is... I'm absolutely flattered and floored, frankly. There's a lot of alliteration. Moving on to Goat here. Oh, this is a lovely still life. Oh, totally. Really, really nice. Oh, you got 2 of them from 2 different angles. Wow. These are awesome. VODs art, I'm assuming this is you, Goat. I don't know if you follow Be It Easel, but if you are into, like, incredibly detailed still life oil paintings, you would love Be It Easel. Be It Easel streams. She's incredible. She actually showed some work in our monthly art showcase yesterday, which was super inspiring. She's having a show on Thursday. Oh, I love your textures. Look at these paint textures. Let's just sit and admire these textures for a minute. Really, really nice. Oh, wow. I love them. So good. Love a textured painting. Oh, I love the texture on the edge of the wood here, too. It really shows those, like, saw marks really nicely. So good. Yeah, I know, right, Sloppy? I'm a sucker for some good painty texture. These are fantastic, VODs art. Thank you so much for sharing. You don't have to share the reference if you don't want to. That's totally up to everybody who posts. But these are fantastic. Great observational work. I'm sure. How long did this take you? I'm sure it took a while. Lovely studies. Well, I guess it's more of a still life painting than a study, but still, I'm really glad you shared it with us. This is awesome. I look forward to seeing more of your work. Thank you, thank you. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and then we have the update stuff from Sloppy Salamander. I can already tell I love them. So it looks like you cleaned them up a little bit. Added a kiwi. Oh, look at that little guy. I didn't make it to the kiwis yesterday for the ratites, but I'm glad somebody did. Oh, this came out really lovely. You cleaned these up and added a lot of detail. They look really good. This is not an easy angle, too. Like, that foreshortening in the beak there, that's tough. That's tough. You did a great job with these, Sloppy. Oh, it's acrylic, not oil. Oh, okay. So it didn't take quite as long, because I was like, man, oil painting still life takes so long. Oh, this is wonderful. Which bird is this? Looks like some kind of... I don't know what kind of bird this is. Do you remember what bird? It looks like it has a petrel, like a seabird, like a fish beak with that hook at the end. lot of fish-eating animals have long, skinny beaks with a little hook, but I can't place this at all. But it also kind of looks like a turkey. Like it's got that like mottled skin texture. What animal is this? An Indian condor. Nice. Nice, nice. Very lovely. That makes sense. I can see it now. Yeah, the bald head should have given it away. Dang it. I wasn't thinking. Really nice. The textures are great. The structure is great. I love it. Looks fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing these, Sloppy. It's always fun to know that I get to draw along with folks who are drawing with me. Yeah, it does have a little bit of an albatrossy beak. I'll have to go. I'm in my head. I'm making a mental note to go look at them later, like after stream, to be like, what's going on here with that beak? I mean, but birds of prey also have fairly hooked beaks too. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for drawing with me. I super appreciate the company. Thank you to anybody who lurked on the stream. If you are still working on a study and you didn't quite make it in time for the end of the show and tell piece of the stream, please still show your studies and the warm-up studies. We're still going to look at them tomorrow. At the end of tomorrow's warm-up stream. We always do this at the end of every warm-up stream, so you literally always have until the next stream to post anything you're working on. So please don't rush. I really want this to be something that people get the value out of it that they're looking for. Like, I want this to be a thing that encourages people to study and to try. Oh, we're doing our first Huevember challenge tomorrow. Okay, so come prepared to do a color study tomorrow. I think we're gonna do a simpler one first, maybe. But then I think the next time we do it, instead of landscapes, or I might switch it out for like horses or something. I might change it. Because I really wanted to focus more on hue this month. And so I think we're gonna do an actual color palette, like color mixing warm up. It'll be like, it's something that a lot of people don't do. I know I don't do enough. And I found this really good one from James Gurney. That's like a really interesting way to do color mixing. So if you have some oil paints or some acrylics that you've been trying to get through, or some gouache, if you just want to get inspired to start working in those things like I do, it'll hopefully be a good opportunity to bust out some actual paint, guys. So I'm gonna update one of these, probably the horses one. And do that. So, but without further ado, guys, we are gonna go find someone to raid. So, yeah, and if you didn't get your work shown on stream, oop, do we have a new one? Oh, Art of DHT put another one in here. Okay, let's look at this one really fast, and then give me a second to post my studies, because I don't want to miss anybody's. This is a lovely study, though. Excuse me. Really, really great portrait. Oh, nice values. Nice structure. I really like your line work in this, Art of DHT. This is great. This is great. And I feel like we're getting to watch you progress, too. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. Hold on. Oh, this looks really good. Really nice job on the eyes, too. But yeah, I love that you could tell you were really looking closely at this piece and trying to figure out the proportions and the planes of the face. Looks really, really great. Thank you so much for sharing. So like I was saying, if anybody didn't get your work shown here just yet on stream, give me like a few minutes, like a minute after stream. I'm going to post my sketches in that warm-up section, and then anything below that is what we'll look at tomorrow. Okay? I am going to snooze this ad really fast. We are going to go find someone to raid, though, and I will. There's like a 90% chance I'm going to be back on later today, unless I just get super unmotivated to stream, but I think I want the distraction, so I'm going to try really hard to get all my stuff done. I have some things I got to do after the stream, a meeting and some other stuff, but yeah, I might be back on this afternoon, so that's why I'm not going quite as long today as I normally do. Oh my gosh, Slappy Salamander, thank you for drawing. I'm flattered. If anything that's happening here can be inspiring to anybody, that's like the biggest compliment, so thank you so much. That's my whole hope, is that people will want to start doing some observational drawing and do some studies and pick up the skill of drawing, even if it's something that you've never done before or something you haven't done in a long time. I think it's really good for the human brain, no matter what your field is, even if it's just a hobby. So I'm honored to have you draw with us, Sloppy. I'm honored to have everybody draw, even if you didn't show your work, or maybe even especially if you didn't show your work, because that just means you care enough about this to just try. You know, just trying is the hardest part. And then pushing through those drawings that you don't like is also really hard. So if you're doing that, give yourself a pat on the back, even if you're not sharing it, if you're not to the place yet where you want to share. Oh, hey, Rock. Good to see you. Indian condors are awesome. Hey, if you guys aren't following Rock Paper Water, Go give Rock a follow, especially if you like birds. He does so many bird paintings. Really, really great traditional watercolor artist. Does a lot of pen and watercolor work. Fantastic artist and a very nice stream to hang out on. It's good to see you, Rock. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Raga, for being here. Let's go ahead and switch to our credits. I would love to get better credits someday. I do not have them yet, but maybe one day I will be pro enough to get ahead enough to have time to do anything. But let's go find an artist to raid. Hopefully we got one that's on. Hopefully somebody we haven't raided in a while. And especially somebody hopefully doing something that is work safe. Let's see. Who have we not raided? Ooh, there's a lot of people on today. Octogear is on. Chakuri, hey, thank you so much for popping in, Chakuri. We were just talking about talking about you actually, or talking about some of those things that, yeah, the color study stuff. Guys, if you're not following Chakuri, also please follow Chakuri. Incredible color and painter, color artist. I don't have all my words today. I'm so sorry. Costa, thank you for that follow. I super appreciate the support, guys. Okay, I think, you know what? We were just talking about Be It Easel, and so if you're still here, anyone who I was chatting with about Easel's work, let's go give some support to Easel. I know she's really nervous about her show. She's an incredible oil painter, traditional painter, and just a great person. A lot of energy on her stream, and I know she's got her first gallery show ever is coming up on Thursday. So let's go say hi. We haven't rated her in a while. And let's just go say hi to Easel and send some love her way. But thank you guys for being here. Yeah, of course, Chakri. Oh my gosh, you guys seriously go follow Cha. Yeah, Easel's great, and she's just a hoot to be around. So let's go say hi. We haven't rated her, it looks like, in a month. And she's super work safe. So if you are at work, you do not need to worry about anything that's on the screen here. I do tend to try to pick work safe artists when I can, just because I know a lot of people do watch at work or watch with kids or draw along with kids. So especially for these warm-up streams. So I appreciate Easel for being just always a safe place to bring people. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna run and go do some things, go vote, go run some errands, and then maybe, hopefully, probably I'll be back on this afternoon or evening. Probably evening. It's gonna take me a while. I gotta go schedule some break repair. But I'm gonna be working on Dinovember this afternoon, so if anybody wants to come back for that, feel free. Here are my socials. You can find like my blue sky and stuff in the link tree. But let's go say hi to Easel, and maybe I'll see you later. Thanks for all the follows today, guys. I really appreciate that. And for the support for the hype train earlier. Really, really kind. And, oh, I don't have a raid alert. Shoot, I always forget about the raid thing. I don't know, guys. Make up your own. I don't have one. I'm not pro enough for that. Don't panic. This is always the one I remember these days. It's a Casey raid. There we go. There was another really good one that I wrote down that I need to remember. This is why I write them down. Anyway, if you want to copy that, go for it. But for now, guys, let's go say hi to Easel, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.